Hi dear friends. In this session, we will discuss about the question tags which we can expect for all competitive examinations. What are actually question tags? Question tag is a short question at the end of a statement. And this question tag, it will consist of an auxiliary verb and a pronoun. So always be aware of this. Whenever we prepare a question tag, it need to have two elements. One is an auxiliary verb and the other one is a pronoun. So when you are asked to construct or form a question tag, it need to have an auxiliary verb and a pronoun. For example, you can see a sentence given here. You have seen that film. You have seen that film. For that particular statement, we form a question tag, and the tag goes like this: haven't you? That is a question tag formed here. So you just see the two parts: haven't you, haven't, that is the auxiliary verb have, and the pronoun you has been used to create such a question tag. Actually, why we use question tags? We know we use question tags for confirmation or certainty. To make something sure, we use question tags. So here also in the sentence you can see you have seen that film. To confirm it again, we add a question tag with it. Haven't you? You have seen that film, haven't you? So for confirmation purpose, we used to create such question tags. And the basic rule that to be followed is that the question tag we form, it should have an auxiliary verb and a pronoun. And the next thing you need to keep in mind while preparing a question tag is that if the sentence given to you is in positive tense, it is in positive form, then the question tag need to be negative. And if the sentence is in negative form, if it is a negative sentence, the tag form should be positive. That is in the reverse order. For positive sentence, the question tag should be negative, and for negative sentences, the question tag should be positive. You can see here two examples. You have seen that film. You have seen that film. That is a positive sentence. And for it, we create a question tag that is negative. Haven't you? And for the next example, you can see the sentence, it's a negative sentence. You haven't seen that film. You haven't seen that film. Have plus not. Haven't. That is a negative sentence. And we create a question tag that is positive. Have you? That is a question tag created for it. Now, some of the basic principles or some fundamental rules that to be followed for creating such question tags is that we use the auxiliary verb that is used in the given sentence. We know sometimes the sentence will be given with two verbs, an auxiliary verb and a main verb. So when a sentence is given with two types of verbs, that is an auxiliary verb and a main verb, then we need to take or we need to consider the auxiliary verb for the question tag, for preparing the question tag. And if the sentence comes with a main verb, if the sentence comes with a main verb that is without an auxiliary verb, then we need to use do, does, or did form according to the tense form of the sentence. That is, if the sentence is in present form, we need to use do or does. And if the sentence given to us is in past form, we need to use did. And you might have noticed the difference in using do and does. We know for present tense forms, that is in plural form, we use do. And for the singular nouns or singular pronouns, we use does form. So here you can see some examples given just below. She needs money. She needs money. You just see the sentence needs. She needs money. And what is a form of tense used there? She needs. That is in simple present form. So it's a simple present sentence, and also it is a positive sentence. She needs money. That is a positive sentence. So the tag should be negative. So be aware of it. When the sentence given to us is in positive, we need to create a negative tag. So the first sentence, she needs money, that is in positive. So we need to create a negative tag. And the next we need to look the tense form. That is she needs, that is in present form, simple present form. And she, that indicates singular. So we need to take does form. And since we have to create a negative tag, we need to add not with does form, that is doesn't. So the tag will appear like this, doesn't she. Okay, and now going on to the next one. You live near here. You live near here. So you see the sentence, you live near here. So that is a plural sentence, you live near here. And also it is a positive sentence. So we need to create a negative tag, that is why we add not with it. And for the sentence being plural form, we need to use do form. So we add do plus not, that is don't you. Auxiliary verb and the pronoun has been used to create the question tag. And now moving on to the third sentence. You just see the third sentence. You turned left. You turned left. What's the type of sentence used? There also you can see the sentence is in a positive form. That is a positive sentence. So we need to create a negative tag. When the sentence given to us is in positive, the tag should be negative. So here the sentence is positive. You turned left. And see the tense form of it, turned, T-U-R-N-E-D. That is a past form of turn. So here we have to use the past form. Past form, that is we need to use did. And since we have to form a negative tag, we need to add did plus not, that is didn't you. So that is a way we need to create tags for sentences. Now here let us see some other examples which form some confusion when we attend such questions. So you just see the first one. He needs little money. He needs little money. We already talked about forming a tag, the way of forming question tag. That is the sentence, if it is given in a positive form, that is for a positive sentence, the tag should be negative. And for the negative sentence, it should be positive. But sometimes in some sentences, there may not be not, no or never forms. But then too, the sentence will be taken as a negative form. So here we can see such an example here. He needs little money. When it is given like this, little money, little indicates negative word. It is a negative word, negligible. It indicates a negligible amount. So little can be treated as a negative word. So the sentence is a negative sentence. He needs little money. That is a negative sentence. So we have to create a positive tag. And here you see the verb form needs, S form. That is simple present form is used. So we need to take does, do or does. And here the subject is a singular verb, singular one. Here the subject he has been used. So we need to take does form. Okay, so we created the tag like this, does he. Now see the next example. There's only minor change between those two sentences. What's the change? You may notice that. Yes, he needs a little money. What's been added there? A little. In the previous sentence, we just discussed little money. When it is said little, it says or it indicates negligible amount. That is a negative word. But a little or the little, it is a positive word. A little means there is at least something there, at least something, a little. So that is a positive word. And the little also, it indicates the remaining leftover thing, leftover part of something. That is the little. So both a little and the little, that can be taken as positive word. So the sentence given here, he needs a little money. That is a positive sentence. So since that is a positive sentence, we need to create a negative tag. negative tag. That is, we need to add not with it. And here also needs. So we need to use does form. Does as the auxiliary verb does need to be taken and adding not with it. So the answer goes like this, doesn't he? Okay. And see the third example. The little milk left in the bottle turned sour. The little milk. I already told you. The little indicates remaining leftover part of something. So there is something there. Means it's a positive word. So the sentence is in positive. So the tag should be negative. That is why we use there didn't it. And why we have taken the past form? We have taken did. We haven't used do or does there. We have taken did form. Why? Yes, in the sentence you can see the little milk left in the bottle. Left is in, left is the past form of leave, isn't it? So it is a past sentence. That is why we have taken did. And did plus not, that is didn't it. Okay. Now we can discuss some other sentences which create such confusion. The next one is few people were present. Few people were present. Here also we can see few people. Few indicates a negative word. Few is a negative word. Few people means there is no one. So it gives such a meaning. Few people were present means there is no one. So that is a negative sentence. So we have to create a positive tag. Okay. And here you can see few people were present. People were. So were. We have taken that auxiliary verb were. And also instead of people, we need to use the pronoun for always creating question tags. So we have used they. They as a pronoun here. So the answer goes like this, were they. Okay. If in the sentence a few people has been used, a few people, that indicates a positive word. Okay. Here in the sentence given, it is few people. Few people were present. It indicates a negative. A few, when it is used a few, then it is a positive sentence. And then we have to use a negative tag. Okay. I think it's clear for you. Now going to the next sentence. It seldom barks. Does it? How it comes? It seldom barks. There also the word seldom. The seldom. Seldom indicates a negative word. Seldom. It never barks in the sense. So it is a negative sentence. And barks. B-A-R-K-S. That is simple present form. So we have used does it. Okay. So since the sentence is in negative form, seldom. That indicates the negative form of the sentence. So we need to create a positive tag. That is why we haven't added not with it. And the tag goes like this, does it. And now going on to the next one. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect. So here in that pronoun, nobody is perfect. So how can we use a question tag there? Yes. We can see the sentence is in negative form. Nobody is perfect. That is a negative sentence. That's clear to you. And here, nobody is. What's the verb used there? Auxiliary verb used is. But can we create a question tag like this? Is they? No, we can't use it, isn't it? Nobody means it is a group of person. So it indicates a group of person. The pronoun has been used to indicate a group of person. So that we need to create or we need to add they with it, and for it we have to use are form, not is form as said in the sentence. We have to use are they. That is the correct word. And the next one, moving on to the last one, nothing is perfect. Nothing is perfect. There also pronoun is used, but nothing indicates something, some non-living things. So we can use, for non-living things we need to use the pronoun it. It. So here it is easy for us to create the question tag. Is it? That's all right. But for the previous sentence, nobody. That is a pronoun which describes or which is used to explain about a group of person. So since it's explaining a group of person, we need to take the plural form. That is why we have used are they. And in the last one, it is so simple. We can create is it. Now we can see some other types. Here you can see the first one, open the window. What is the type of sentence? Yes, it is a simple imperative sentence. Simple imperative sentence. For such simple imperative sentences, whether it's positive or negative, the tag will be always will you. Okay, so you can follow like that. So here the sentence like this goes like this, open the window. So the tag goes on like this, will you. And now see the next two sentences. Let's sing a song. Let's sing a song. Whenever the sentence is given like this, in the previous question paper also you can see such a question. Let us. Whenever the question is asked like this, when it begins with let us, we have to use the question tag shall we. So always keep in mind, whenever the question comes in let us, we need to take the question tag as shall we. Okay, shall, and followed by the pronoun according to the sentence form. So here let us sing a song. So the question tag used is shall we. And in the next sentence that you can see let us not stay here. That is a negative sentence. Whether it's negative or positive, when the sentence starts with let us, we have to use shall we. Okay, I think it's clear for you. Now let's have a quick check. Here we can see four sentences, and let us see how these rules can be applied here. Here see the first one. He isn't here. He isn't here. Isn't here. It indicates the sentence is negative. The sentence is negative, so the question tag should be yes. The question tag should be positive. Okay, and here the verb used is. So it's very easy. The answer is he. That is the first answer. Okay, right. Now moving on to the second one. The trains are never on time. The trains are never on time. See the type of sentence? Yes, that is a negative sentence. Are never on time. Never. So that is a negative sentence. So we have to use a positive tag with it. And here you can see the trains. That is plural form. So instead of using trains, we need to use a pronoun form. So here we can use they. If it is set like the train, we can use the pronoun it. But here it is mentioned, or it has been used as a plural form. So we need to use they form. So the answer will be are they. Okay, now moving on to the third one. Nobody has called me. Okay, nobody has called for me. Nobody has called for me. What's the type of the sentence? Yes, that's also a negative sentence. That's also a negative sentence. And has is the auxiliary verb used there, or has is the auxiliary verb used there. Now just think of the answer. Nobody. As I already discussed, that indicates a group of person. So we have to use the pronoun they. So for using they, can we use the auxiliary verb has there? No, it will not be correct. If we say the answer is has they, it will be wrong, because we know nobody indicates a group of persons. So we have to use the plural form of has, that is have. Have they. So the answer is have they. Okay. And the next one, the last one is I'm helpful. I'm helpful. That is a positive sentence. So the tag should be a negative one. The tag should be a negative one. And here, see, I am. So amn't I. Sometimes we think like this, the answer is amn't I. But the correct form is, instead of using amn't, we have to use aren't. Aren't I. That is the correct form of answer. Okay. So I think it's clear for you. So if we follow the basic rules and some tips, it will be easy for you to answer all the question tag questions that appear for the examination. Okay. Best wishes. Thank you.